Hello, everybody, and welcome to my fourth. Losing count already. That's not a good sign. What happens when I get 100 and something? No idea what's gonna do. Fourth movie review. So, in today's episode, we are going to review the new release of the Ant-Man. Yeah, so it's one of obviously Marvel's latest films to come out on DVD, or the latest film to come out on DVD. And I'm gonna give my review and opinion on that. So obviously, again, I got some notes as well. If we go to IMDb real quick, Ant-Man. Oh no! Oh, there it is. Ant-Man. You type in Ant-Man, and then you need to put a hyphen in to get it up. Anyway, so the synopsis for this one is armed with a super suit with the astonishing abilities to shrink in scale but increase in strength, cat burglar Scott Lang must embrace his inner hero and help his mentor, Dr. Hank Pym, plan and pull off a heist that will save the world. So, I think we should start by breaking that down. So, super suit. So, basically, this film, I'll give a basic background, spoilers, don't want to ruin the film or anything. So spoilers, if you haven't seen the film yet, watch the film, come back, watch a review. So a super suit. So there's a super suit that obviously Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, gets in, and he's able to shrink down in the size to ant size, obviously Ant-Man, but he harnesses the strength, of increase in strength. Anyway, I'm not sure how many times, but hey. So Paul Rudd actually plays his character, I think, brilliantly. Alongside Michael Pena, who is like his partner in crime, I suppose, to put it away, and he's just hilarious. So anyway, I'll set the scene. So, what's his name? I can't remember. Scott Lang. So he's a burglar. Who is divorced from his wife and wants to look after his child but can't because he's basically a burglar. He lives in a flat with his three mates. And I'm trying to think how he gets involved with Hank Pym. He's in prison. Oh, he's a burglar, isn't he? Ha! I'm so stupid. Yeah, so obviously at a blonde moment then. Obviously he's a burglar, so he burgles his house. It's a safe within a safe, and he finds this suit. What does this suit do? Goes home, goes in the bathroom, puts the suit on, steps back from the mirror to look at himself. Needs to take another step back because he couldn't take another step back because of the bath in the way. So he had to stand in the bath. Then he sees himself in the mirror. Oh yeah, no, this is cool. What does this suit do? Oh, I don't know. He's got these two buttons on, obviously his things on his gloves, I suppose. Pressing those two activates the super suit, which makes him shrink. So then he shrinks into the bathtub, falls down the drain, and Hank Pym, who is the inventor of the serum that makes you shrink, gets in touch with him through the headpiece or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, goes on to obviously fight crime and all of that, and fight the bad guy, who is the Yellow Jacket. Yeah, super good storyline. What else have I got? So I would say it was probably one of Marvel's funniest films that they have, other than Iron Man, because Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr., is hilarious. But yeah, Paul Rudd, funny bloke, alongside Michael Pena, who's also hilarious. If you want to see other films like that, you've got Role Models, and This Is 40 by Paul Rudd. Halfway through the film, Dr. Pym obviously mentions that, it doesn't mention that they should contact the Avengers. I think Scott Lang does that, actually. Yeah, should we contact the Avengers? So I love how they've brought, obviously, the Avengers into the world of Ant-Man, because he is part of the MCU, so obviously he'll be coming into Civil War as well. So can't wait for that. Another scene in there, he meets Falcon from the Avengers, because at some point Pym sends the Ant-Man, Scott Lang, to get something from Stark Industries. So Scott Lang flies there on his aunt that he calls Anthony, which is pretty comical. Goes to Stark Towers, but it's no longer Stark Towers, it's actually the new Avengers facility from Age of Ultron, because Ant-Man was obviously released after Age of Ultron. So he goes to, I've lost all my notes now, he goes to the Avengers Tower, meets Falcon, and I think that's probably one of the best scenes I've seen in any film so far. It's quite comical and everything. So one other thing I wanted to add was the topic of subatomic. And that's one of the things that Ant-Man can do. So not only can he shrink in size, but around his belt he's got these two throwing discs. I suppose like those ninja bloody nunchuck things. I'm not quite sure. The blue ones make him the blue things that he throws at objects will make them shrink, and the red ones that he throws at objects will make them enlarge. So that had a bit of a comedy role in the film. But anyway, another one of his superpowers is to go subatomic. I think I said that correctly. Which basically means he can shrink so small that he can go through particles. And obviously you get a flashback in the film where Dr. Hank Pym, who was the original Ant-Man, how his wife went subatomic to rescue, I suppose, the world from a atom bomb or something like that. But you get a flashback, watch the film, brilliant. And yeah, so obviously at the very end of the film, Ant-Man, played by Scott Lang, obviously goes subatomic because he needs to. Why does he need to?
Because that's the only way you can get through the other person's suit.
Oh yeah, because he's fighting Yellow Jacket at the end. So spoilers. He has to go subatomic so that he can pierce through the Yellow Jacket to destroy whatever's inside. Does that, go subatomic, uses then his red throwing disc to make himself enlarge, gets enlarged, and did that. So I actually noticed I wouldn't say a mistake, but probably just like an error in the film. After he went super atomic or subatomic, he should not have been able to shrink. Not sure why, I can't remember. As he had no more antidote for him to be shrunk. That's what my notes say anyway. Let's just, I have no idea what I'm saying.
Because he switched it.
Anyway, so I can't remember exactly what happened. But yeah, so he took the thing out of his belt to put another thing in. He then enlarged himself. And then again shrinks himself. But I don't think he should have been able to shrink again, because that fluid would have been in subatomic. Anyway, if you want to know all the actual factual errors and what are they called, crew or equipment visible or continuity errors, go to IMDb. They're all on there. If you type in Ant-Man and go down to goofs, there's plenty of them. Other than that, the only other thing I want to address is the two, not one, but two end credit scenes. So at the very end of the film, it'll go through, who the main actors were, maybe the director and stuff like that. You'll have a scene. That scene, I suppose I can spoil it for you. But if you don't want to know, go and watch the film now. Come back and watch this. So at the very end, after that mid-season credit thing, you see Hank Pym go down into his cellar with, is it Maggie?
Yeah.
I think her name's Maggie. I'll have a look. Hope and Evangeline. I ain't right.
You sure?
No, it's not Evangeline, is it? I don't even know what that is. Anyway, his daughter. Yeah, Pym's daughter. You see them go down to the thing, and then she becomes what's known as the Wasp, which I don't think is in the MCU, but who knows, it could be. It says that's what the next Ant-Man film's going to be, anyway. Ant-Man and the Wasp or something. So that'd be interesting. Anyway, that finishes, and then the black credits roll, with all your main credits. After all of that, you then see Bucky in what I would say was some kind of cellar with Cap and Falcon saying that they need a new recruit to be they need a new recruit, and Falcon knows someone. Obviously, bringing Ant-Man into the MCU formally and into probably Civil War, where I would say Ant-Man needs to get inside, what's his name? Bucky's, the Winter Soldier's, bionic arm, to, go through the particles and sort something out because he's wrong. So, anyway, if you enjoyed this movie review, don't forget to like and subscribe, share if you want, and any comments would be, any good comments, bad comments, would be appreciated. Draw. When was this film made? Apparently it was 2015. I've never heard of it before. Oh well. So, so stand in the circle and then also